You're the one I want. You're the one I need.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is your weekly episode of the Karens. I'm here with my three best friends, Megan, Carolyn, and Susan, and we're going to talk about AI today and how we think that might impact us since we're all such tech geniuses.
It's really ironic.
We're gonna share kind of what we, just what we think about what we're hearing. And there's been some layoffs and just kind of in general, some interesting, I don't know, some interesting things in the news, in my opinion. How have you guys been?
Good.
Better
Yeah.
than last week.
Better than last week.
Ditto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week was rough. Yeah.
This weekend was my rough. I was a mess.
Getting it all
what
out of the way
happened?
for our weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was glad to get it out of the way. I'm back to being my normal human self, but
Was
the
it
weekend-
drinking? Tell the listeners.
it was like
Well,
I think a lot of it was PMS. And
yes.
and then the weekend previous, I was on the struggle bus with John and maybe some overindulgence, we'll say, of drinking, and so my tolerance in general for life was very low.
Oh, yeah.
And then I, of course, started my period on Saturday, and I woke up on Saturday having not I really don't drink when I'm at home, so I didn't have a drop, and I woke up on Saturday and felt like I had been run over by a
That's
truck.
right.
Like I had
Remember
a
you said you're like
headache.
hangover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was hot. I was achy. I just was a mess. And then we had to go shovel road-based rock, and it just was not a great
sounds-
weekend.
Yeah. That doesn't sound fun.
And then my
Why did
dad's
you have to
birthday was on Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah. So then
Yeah.
I had myself a little cry Sunday morning, talked to dad. I got through that pretty quick. Today I definitely woke up feeling back to my normal self, but the weekend was not awesome.
Sunshine and roses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Melvin, your dad, Max, would have been 81, right?
81, yeah.
Yeah. I have that picture from the celebration of life with my family pictures. And I actually
Aw,
gave him a little fist bump the other day, like,
nice.
happy birthday, Max.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
realize him and my brother share a birthday, so that's
I
nice too.
didn't know that. I guess I
No.
think I knew that over the years, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. So,
excellent.
yeah.
Special Scorpios.
Yep. Very
That's
special.
right. Sue, what did
exactly.
you had a nice weekend. You went dancing or something, didn't you?
I went kind of dancing on Friday night, and then
Halloween.
I slept all day Saturday, and I slept all day Sunday. I don't feel good. I've had a
Oh yeah, you got a cold. Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
better
you
get
can hear
through
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no shit, dude.
I know. Yeah. Listeners, she's hosting us this weekend, so she's gotta rest up before
Snap
the-
to it. You said
Yeah.
rest up. I said snap
rest
to
up,
it.
snap to it. I know. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
And
we
then
are going to a cabin to just kind of chill
just
out and
chill
play
out.
Yeah.
games and, read
Well,
and
Everybody's
Felix.
weekend kind of shows our age because I know Megan helped her sister move and she was achy, and then
hurting,
I had
going to get a
my
massage.
hot flash issue. So yeah, our ages are showing this
Yeah.
last weekend, it seems.
Joy, joy, joy.
Old biddies.
I was looking at I'm like, I just got like a nice like calf game, like a nice blanket and stuff at a thrift store, like one of those really nice things that some 90-year-old woman, I'm sure, stitched herself. And I got cats laying around, and I'm like, how the fuck old are you? Like, what is going Oh God.
I love
And
it.
now we're going to talk about AI and
And then then our ages will really show. What's AI again?
yeah, what does that stand for? Yeah.
No, but the reason I want to talk about this is my 77, 8, I think he's 78 now. Your old father actually brought this up, and he's pretty tech savvy for his age. He keeps up on stuff, and he's continued to surprise me. And so he was bringing up this article that he read about this company Mercer, and he's like, yeah, so what do you think about this AI? What are you and Julie like ready for this? Like, because it's coming. And I'm like, you better have a plan. And I'm like, he's like, you better understand it because people that
Yeah.
understand it are going to be the ones that make it, essentially. He said there's this company that's hiring nurses, doctors, attorneys. So I'm like, do you think they're hiring loan officers? And he said, probably. Sure enough, I plugged in, I put in the company's name, hiring loan officers. They're paying people like by the hour for the profession to come in and train this AI so
Hmm.
that like when people say like when Julie's at the hospital administering medications or drawing blood or doing something, it's like it can be essentially her assistant. It can like check numbers, it can check, I know, all sorts of things apparently.
Well, and
So I
I,
thought that was interesting.
the way I understood it too, I didn't see that article, but the whole like human training component, I
Yeah.
understood it as like, so AI gets all this input essentially from the web, basically. And then during these like quote unquote training sessions, um, there's a human component, like so AI will then like check its information with you. It'll say, hey, do I have this right? And
Hmm.
it'll basically ask the human, the nurse or the loan officer or the whatever, um, ask them questions, and then the human will say, "You got this right, you got this wrong. This is the answer to, so it's like double checking the information that it has scoured for. That's how I kind of understood that.
Yeah. I mean, we better embrace it because we're not going to be smarter than it for very long,
No, we're already not.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, but in these specific like
Yeah,
case
Have
by
you met your
case.
neighbor?
yeah.
I know.
They
Yeah.
met.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
But Elon was talking about how why it's so important, why the training of AI is crucial to our own like survival is because if it gets trained in faulty ways or with bad core values,
Yeah.
essentially,
Oh, I think that
it
was
will
everybody's
be,
fear. I think
yeah,
isn't that what we've all the
Yeah.
movies have been about?
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
any of those things, like the bad person gets or the bad, computer, the
yeah,
bad,
in the wrong
robot in the
hands.
wrong hands, and we're fucked. So I
Yeah.
think and it frightened me that Elon Musk just saying is the one that's out there saying, if it gets in the wrong hands
Well, it frightens me that it's getting its baseline information from
from the
information on the
internet,
internet. I'm like,
for
oh,
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I mean,
That is
honestly,
true, but it's
again,
not true.
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
What part's true, Sue?
Well, okay, so do you guys understand that everything in AI is based on machine learning? And so the
hmm,
machine is only as good as what you put in, right? So it does
yeah,
Right.
need the sense of truth. And
yeah,
hmm,
then the reason why artificial intelligence, and like what Elon is saying, is that like if one plus one equals two, but some people are putting in one plus one equals three, like it automatically bases the information off bad information.
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
And so over time, the systems, regardless if it's private sector or public sector, they naturally progress and they naturally learn over time because artificial intelligence is able to
exponentially grow.
think faster than us.
Yeah.
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 And it doesn't really, when we say like, oh, we're feeding it the truth, like, do you really have to like feed it the truth, or can you just feed it whatever you want
Well,
to feed it?
I
I mean,
think
I
that's
think
the
that's the
question you're
question.
asking,
Yeah.
right?
I
Is
Who
mean,
gets to
or
train
what
it?
is the truth?
exactly. What's the truth? Who's the accurate person? Not every loan officer is equal. Not every doctor is
Yeah.
equal. Not every nurse is equal.
Yeah.
I've had good ones. I've had bad ones
I
throughout
think
any process. So yeah,
the moral question is huge because everybody's
yeah,
morals are so different these days
the,
and what you think is wrong and right and
Well,
yeah,
and whether it develops into our own demise in the meantime, I think it is going to take over a lot of jobs and
Already
a lot of
has.
It
the,
already has.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
I
the
don't agree with you guys on
computer.
that, but okay.
Well, I
I'll
think
share
it'll
Like
an
if,
create
example.
yeah.
jobs. I think it'll create jobs, but I think like data analysis, computer, like a lot of computer jobs, data entry, like a lot of, jobs where you're sitting in front of a computer,
I
you're
mean, it's not AI technically, but I mean, look at how, I mean, the lines, I'm sorry, at the grocery stores and stuff like that are always longest for like the self-checkout
Yeah.
because, you got somebody in front of you who's got like a million groceries or whatever, and you just want to scan your stuff. I mean, even that is like taking place of, there's like one checkout person versus, like 10 self-checkout places. So
yeah.
even tech in that way is already taking some jobs. I'm not saying it doesn't create, a bunch of other in its place, but then there's also another echelon of education that's necessary to have a tech job that's going to train AI and not just scan stuff at say like a Target.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think if
I
I
don't.
had kids right now, college age kids, I'd be
Get
telling
your hands
them,
dirty.
yeah,
Trades.
exactly. I'd
Well,
be
Yeah,
I
telling
have.
them
trades.
to like look at
Yeah,
electrician and
electrician, plumber.
plumbing,
Yeah, yeah,
Amanda, maybe
know,
that's something we should do.
yeah,
construction
We
and
yeah,
buy a
absolutely.
company,
There you go. Yeah,
like a plumbing
buy
company.
a company
Yeah,
that's ready to sell. That's not a
yeah,
bad
I mean, I
idea.
definitely wouldn't be telling them to be getting into coding and to be getting
No.
No.
into,
yeah,
any
yeah,
computer-based stuff because I'm like, you're going to be obsolete
10
in
yeah.
years ago, that would have
well
been.
under a decade, I think.
Yeah.
Oh God. I mean, if you're not even far along, I mean, hell, I think my brother graduated with like a business degree and he thought he'd get into coding. Well,
Yeah.
too late.
Now,
Too
yeah,
late.
Well,
yeah.
I can give you an example. So I closed a loan with a wholesaler that I hadn't used in a while for a number of reasons, and they had a good special. So I'm like, okay, I'll give them a shot. And I get this text from a client of mine. He's like, your AI assistant just called me. I have some feedback on that for you. And I
Mhm.
text him. I'm like, I don't have an AI assistant. Are you available? So I picked up the phone. He's like, yeah, you had an AI assistant. They said they called. They said, hi, this is Amanda's assistant
Oh,
calling you to let you know
No.
that your first payment date is December 1st. And he said, who is this? Are you a computer? And I said, yes, I'm a computer. I'm just calling to let you know that your first payment date is December 1st. And I guess he's like, I didn't know that was going to happen. I mean, he's very cool. It couldn't
Yeah.
have happened to a cooler client. And he took the time to tell me. So I call my broker. I'm like, is this something they do? And he's like, yes, they do it for the first payment date. And they also do it for 30 days after closing to check in. And you can call them and tell them yes or no. But I'm like, wouldn't it have been nice had I known this, because some of these
or
people are
they
not
shouldn't be
going
claiming
to.
that they're your assistant.
I know they're
Yeah.
coming at it from a point of view like this is helpful. This is something that you're
Yes.
taking off
I'm
her
not gonna
plate.
disagree. I'm like,
But let
remind
me
me
know.
sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Bitch, you
you're
haven't paid your rent yet.
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
I mean, but now that I know when I use this particular wholesaler, I need to tell my clients, hey, you're going to be getting an AI generated call, a couple weeks after and then 30 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's okay. It's
Well, and
totally.
legit.
so- and I wonder about the loan business. I wonder about real estate business. I wonder, Susan, I'm sure I would have to
Yeah.
assume, wonder about, advertising, and you just wonder, like, you look at how AI has already come into play, and you give it another couple of years, and I'm like, yeah, no, like, am I going to even be showing houses, or is it just going to be like, I don't know, like,
Everyone looks online and
or yeah, there's
then
Well, so
already a ton of virtual tours, but
yeah,
like, okay, so if there's a electronic lockbox at the house and it can, with cameras see who monitors who comes in and who goes out, who knows?
yeah.
Do
What are you? What
am
are
I
you
even
necessary?
there? Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I think for certain aspects, obviously the human component is necessary, but it does make you wonder to what degree.
well, in my
Yeah.
industry, there is a lot of AI slop. For example, Meta has been testing out a whole bunch of ads that are AI generated. And actually, it's ironic that we picked this topic because someone just posted that I know on LinkedIn about the shitty Blue Apron ad. And for you, those that are aren't familiar, Blue Apron is a prepackaged meal kit delivery
Mhm.
system that you cook. Well, Meta, aka Facebook, had auto-generated with content and ads, an ad for Blue Apron, and the text is hilarious that it generated. Like no one obviously proofread what went
Proofread.
to what
Mm,
went live and what went to market. And it
But
was
that will
like,
improve.
yes, and
hopefully.
that is actually the comment that what so someone posted this and said, Blue Apron, you need to check yourself. This is a bunch of bullshit. And then someone from marketing and Blue Apron like literally said, "Thanks for bringing this attention. We've been trying to get a hold of Meta because as AI gets developed, this is a learning lesson for them, and they need to check themselves and understand the guardrails and proofing things before
Yeah.
it gets approved." To me, this ad should never have gone live. There should have been a human person looking at this ad before
Yeah.
it was approved to go live. There's like a lot of like fail safes or guardrails that you can do,
Yeah.
but the mistakes are so bad.
Yeah.
Like it's
But they
all
won't
about,
be.
I know, but like it's, and that's the thing is that it's alarming, but it's also like quite hilarious when you
Yeah.
get these AI fakes. And another friend of mine sent me a screenshot of something with pumpkin spice latte or something, but it was AI generated, and you could see the humans' hands look like aliens, like in the ads, and they're just like more AI BS.
Yeah. Someone
Mm.
I know said they, or I don't know if I heard it or if it's someone I know said they went into a McDonald's and there were no people.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were well, there were people,
Was
but
And
you?
people
Oh, you
were
have
in
to
the
order
kitchen.
they
you have to
were
order everything at
they
the
were getting
kiosk?
Yeah.
yeah, they were behind. You couldn't order from them. And I
No.
walked in and I'm like, oh my God, I like could not figure out for the life of me how to put this order through. And I was like, all right, well, forget it. So we got in and we drove through the drive-through because there was a human at the drive-through. I
Yeah,
think
but
I
that's
just
That
wanted like
crazy.
I think
that
I
But
just
is
wanted like a
but
iced tea or something.
it's
Yeah.
that's
interesting
amazing
because
though.
I was in France maybe 5, 6 years ago, and that had already occurred. There was
Yeah.
no one behind the counter,
Yeah.
and it worked out, and no one had any problems.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
that
couldn't
shows
figure out how to work the machine because I was like,
that shows our
I couldn't
age. That's
figure it
not
out.
your
No, no,
car.
I could, and I don't mean I'm not. I mean, it was like I'm like, okay, why is it not like letting me get to this next step? I like tried for like 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
this, so annoying. Um,
Do you guys prefer dealing with, like, say you've got to, make a call about whatever? Do you want to just talk to a human, or do you prefer just like taking the steps and going through and everything's automated and you're
Human.
dealing with a computer?
human.
Human.
All the way
Yeah.
human.
oh,
And
I
I feel like
hate.
we're
I mean,
just getting used to the
Yeah.
overseas people, like the
my
thick accents, and now we're
dude,
dealing with. I mean, seriously, like for 5 years, like
No.
people were all so angry for,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
handle the
yeah,
automated teleprompters
yeah,
on the phone.
Yeah. Okay.
They just
Thank you.
keep rerouting you.
Thank
yeah,
you. Exactly. Or not really listening to what you say.
Or if I have a
no,
choice at the grocery store, I like to do the checkout with the human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Same. I mean,
But
if it's a line is busy or if they seem busy, I'll do it myself. Um,
but that is becoming like like at our little store here, it's like no, they have one checker now. Like you
oh,
are
even at
yeah,
forced.
your little
Yeah,
store. Oh,
you're
wow.
forced to go, and it's like,
Yeah,
then yeah, you get to the point where you're like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm not gonna wait for six people to,
exactly.
that's how they get you.
they're
Yeah,
forcing you,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean, there's going to be either, yes, of course, there's
I'm,
going to be short-term job losses. Hopefully,
Hmm.
those people will who obviously have to find other means of being employed. Again, with this Elon and Rogan, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but
mm,
Elon was saying, it could go one of a few ways, a few different scenarios. Obviously, the the best case scenario is that through AI and robotics, we basically increase our national GDP and output so dramatically that people that don't have jobs can be provided for,
mm.
which is a
because we're
scary
so good at
thought.
providing for people in our
Yeah, which
society.
is a
Yeah.
scary thought. But then it was even the question of, but what is a whole society of people who've based their lives around income and working? all of a sudden don't have jobs, what are they going to do with themselves? And you know, you everyone dreams about, oh, retirement, and I'm gonna fill my time with other things, but you kind of wonder like, I don't know. I don't know if a shit ton of free time for people will turn out great.
Well, especially people with no money. I mean,
Well,
most
I mean
people
that
do not
the
Ex-
have a retirement fund.
exactly. I
no,
was
but
just gonna.
his like, so this was like the, you know, idealistic best case scenario. He was saying
Mm,
that it would be not just a universal basic income, it would be a universal high income. And so people would
I see.
receive, you know, funds. And again, he was going over multiple different scenarios. This was
Yeah.
like the best case ideal. But he
I
said,
just
even
it doesn't
with
even
that,
seem conceptual to me.
yeah,
I mean,
I
it'd be
know.
great. It'd be nice. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's not gonna happen.
I was gonna
no,
say we don't even do that now, so I'm
But
like,
I,
no.
that's never
but
gonna
my
happen.
point was, I'm like, even in the best case scenario, I'm
Yeah,
still
no,
like,
frightened,
that's
scared. Yeah,
scary because
scary.
what are hundreds of thousands of people going to do with all this free time? And I
Millions.
just can't imagine that they're going to fill it with like, you know,
Like neighborhood
hugging one
gardens.
another and yeah,
Exactly. Neighborhood
golf.
gardens and
Yeah,
yeah,
I
volunteering at
don't
the
know.
crosswalk and yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's terrifying.
you can only have
Yeah,
so many electricians.
True.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was interesting though.
Maybe we can train everybody to build housing.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of housing is going to start to be built in manufactured.
Yeah, like prefab, and then
Uh-huh.
like, they'll deliver the walls, and
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they were doing in the 50s with the Sears Robux
Yep.
houses here in
Hmm.
Daly City. I
Yeah,
mean,
Yep.
modular homes are great. They're looked
Yep.
at just like they are stick built.
So
I
I
mean,
was gonna ask you that. So do they have like, do they hold the same value
Modular
No.
yeah.
does. No,
modular does?
there's a difference between modular and manufactured. Yeah,
And what's the difference?
manufactured is different financing, but you can still get a loan on a manufactured home. Um,
Manufactured, you can put on a solid foundation, a real foundation. Modular is
put
like,
together in pieces.
yeah. I mean,
But
manufactured technically is put
one
Don't
together
piece.
in a
don't they?
manufactured plant and then they put it on a truck and they bring
Yeah.
it to the place, but you can
Yeah.
then put it on like a concrete
Yeah.
foundation.
Yeah. Okay.
I
A
mean,
modular is something also they make in a manufacturing
Yes.
plant, but it's on its own frame,
Oh, got it. Okay.
and then you can have that frame attached to
A foundation.
a
There,
foundation.
Another foundation. Okay, got it. I was like, aren't they kind of the same
is it
thing? All right.
modular like a trailer park and
no,
Yep.
manufactured
no,
is
I
the
mean, I can talk to you about it from my world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because I mean, we deal with this all the time in
Yeah,
lending. So in our definition, manufactured is when it's a solid, like it's a either single wide or double wide. It's one piece. They put the one piece, they bring it to a location, then set it on a permanent foundation. That's manufactured.
got
Then
it.
there's
Oh, do I
modular. It's
have it
like,
backwards?
yeah, I think so. It's like Blue Home is like an example of a modular where they're going to build the walls, they're going to build, this, the ceiling,
Yes, they
and then
deliver that
take
all in
all the
separate
pieces
parts,
and then they put it
yes.
together and and put it
And
on
it
a
has to
permanent
also be
foundation.
on a permanent foundation. Okay, that's what I
And
thought
that
it
is
was. Okay,
considered, I mean, that is the same rules as a stick built home. They're just putting the pieces together somewhere else and then putting them together like a puzzle at the said
at the
location.
location.
And
Yeah,
then manufactured home that without a permanent foundation, like a mobile home, is what
Oh,
you're
mobile.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Mobile home where you can actually hook it to the back of a truck and drive it away. So that's
yeah,
like in a park, as an
yeah.
example, where you're paying
I would
maintenance
think
for it.
manufacturing in some ways would lessen the error for all the problems when like homes are being built by workers who are day laborers and they're walking on like the foundations and screwing up the flashing. Like if it's already pre-built and there's quality control in the manufacturing plant,
And then
that
they're
would
just putting
eliminate
it
some of the
together.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
like at the end of the day, they don't care. They're just flopping when you have those mass-produced home plots, they're just trying to get them built as fast as
best
possible,
they
right?
can. And then there's a lot of mistakes on the new builds. And that's
Yeah.
why I personally like to buy stuff that's been around a while. But then there's been talk about like 3D printing, and it's like, well, I don't really see that going anywhere anytime soon, because you'd have to have like certain climate that's in, because it's the way you're putting it together. It can only be certain materials. It's not like something where it's going to be earthquake proof, as an example, here in California. You might be able to do something like that in, I don't know, Arizona, New Mexico, maybe. I don't know. But
Yeah, if it's not earthquake proof, it's definitely not going to be like tornado proof or,
No,
hurricane proof.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, yeah, the AI thing is definitely frightening, but it is here, and I do wonder like how quickly we're gonna see major changes.
changes. Well, I think we already have. I mean, how many people got laid off at Amazon last week?
I
Like
think like 13,
20,000?
yeah, 13. I think 13,000, thirteen
Yeah.
twenty, somewhere around
Cool.
I
there.
mean, that's
But
a
that
lot
was
of that
more,
has to do with
but that was
AI.
also, they said, in like the corporate arena, not like the warehouses and stuff,
I
which
would
I was
find that
kind of
really
surprised by.
strange because we're going to be coming into the holiday season.
I
So
know.
I was kind
Well,
of seemed very strange, unless it was, yeah, like,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's a lot of like software engineers, recruiters. I mean, the biggest problem, it's not AI is not taking their job. The biggest
yeah.
problem is a couple years ago during the Biden administration, like money was cheap. Now that we've expanded, money is no longer cheap to have these people.
Yeah.
And so there's a cost analysis with them, and they overhired because the growth rate was really high and people were spending a lot of money. And now money is expensive. So
Yeah.
they have to like get
It's
rid of
probably a
software
combination.
managers, engineers. It happens all the time. I mean, the day laborer guy at the warehouse still has his job. It's the executives that are getting laid off.
Yeah.
Well, I'd
The
have
middle
to
class.
imagine even the day, I have to imagine they have used, machines and will be using robots. Even the day labor job it has to be coming under threat here soon. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. I'd say
Well,
the
jobs
next
are
5 to 10
scarce
years.
in general. I mean,
Yeah.
even me looking out there, even for just something as simple as like a delivery
Service
driver
or
was
delivery.
like
Yeah.
not out
Really?
there.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
I can't sign up to deliver for DoorDash, Instacart, or one other because
Because
they're
everyone
full.
wants those jobs because they're
Because they're
flexible.
full. Yeah.
And
So
and probably in a matter of a few years, all those humans are going to be out of a job because
yeah.
those cars are going to be driven
self-driving.
Yeah.
self-driving. And
Yeah.
that's a perfect example of
They're just
like
going to
an
be loading
easy,
up the groceries,
yeah,
maybe.
Groceries. Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah,
Well,
it's
maybe
crazy.
we can teach
Sounds
some of
like a
them to
very
pick better
sad.
produce.
Sounds like a just sounds.
Because I
Well,
can't get good produce for the life of me
well, it'll be the
from
humans that will
Instacart.
be the humans will
Yeah.
be shopping inside the store for
Yeah,
you,
picking
loading
the
it into
groceries.
something,
Well, maybe we
and
can,
then
maybe the
then you got to
robots
train
can
them. But
train the humans to pick
this all
lettuce.
sounds like a
That's not
very
wrong.
sad existence. So
Yeah.
either I
Well, I
don't really
mean,
want to be around for it, or I need to like move out to Homestead or something because this just sounds sad.
Well, I mean, I mean, if it could go well. I mean,
yeah,
there's
it could go
also,
well.
we had just a couple years ago,
Yeah,
we
because they're
had
already in a
jobs.
great space right now.
Well, we had people not, we had jobs that weren't
A
able to
lot of
be
work to
filled. So
do.
maybe the people that really want to work, that actually want to do a good job, will be the ones remaining with the job, and the people that don't
The
won't. I
average
mean,
white male.
it's a supply it's a supply and demand thing. I mean, we honestly, like,
Yeah.
how many years during COVID did we not have, like, there was
Oh,
like
Susan.
in the windows, like, hiring, and you had to wait in line for everything, and now that seems to have changed. So I don't know, but I'm
I'm
very
gonna see. I'm gonna keep
curious.
staying in a field that I have to use my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's smart. That's
You know,
absolutely smart.
like
Next thing we know, she signs up for electrical class.
I would never. I mean, I say like cutting cheese and assorting fruits and
Service
nuts.
industry.
Yeah, service industry. I am not going to be using my hands in that way. I got kicked out of wood shop because they were scared I was going to cut my finger off. So they made me move classes.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They're like, she
Yeah,
needs to go to home ec.
Yeah, that's where I
almost
went.
every every woodshop teacher though was missing some digit. Isn't that hilarious?
Exactly. Was
That's
that
like,
weird? So was
yeah,
mine. And I was like, oh God, I might
it's
be like him.
it's a
So
thing.
yeah,
You
I'm
do it long enough.
not working with my hands in that way, but I'll cut the cheese.
So can you guys think of any nice?
That's
Can you guys think of any
all for sure.
position that you think won't be? Let's just go around. I know we got to hop off here soon, but what if you were to pick one position, profession, one at a time, that you think will be around the longest with the least amount of interference for the longest amount of time due to AI? What would that? What comes to mind? What per
Childcare.
childcare?
Hmm.
Okay, it's a good one. I had not
Yeah,
thought of
that is
that.
a good one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think.
I think a lot of the like, yeah, electricians, HVAC, plumber, handyman, repairman, um,
Hairstylists.
hairstylist. Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hairstylist. That's my number one go-to. Barbershop, hairstylist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like things you got to show up and use your
Your
body to
body.
do. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that a computer's just not going to be able to.
Yeah, I
Um,
think doctors, nurses, like surgeons.
Hmm.
yeah. But I mean, even my dad was, I mean, and this was years ago. He was dating this woman who was going in and teaching and was doing basically like robotics for during
Surgery.
perform for surgeries. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
this
I
had to be like
asked
12, 15
Oh,
years
they use
ago.
they use
So
robotics
I know they use
now,
that now.
but
So
the
you're thinking,
human
but you would have, yeah, the
is
human would always have to be there and be,
is
yeah,
Yeah.
giving the
exactly.
directive. Because I talked to
Exactly.
Julie about that. I'm like, what about that? And she's like, well, the doctor is the one that's giving the commands
Yeah.
and basically controlling the machine. I'm like,
But they
Yeah.
yeah,
probably
But
need
do they
less people
less
in the
people?
room.
That's what I was
yes,
thinking. You need less
yes,
people involved in that whole
Yeah.
process.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
I
what
wouldn't want
about,
like open heart surgery without a human. Or can you imagine? Like I
yeah,
can't.
no.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I mean
Yeah,
they're
no.
doing it now. Like you can have open heart surgery
with no
with the
human in the
doctor
room.
across the country. I mean, they're
Oh,
still gonna have humans in the
in
room
the
in case
room.
something
Yeah,
goes wrong,
yeah.
but a doctor can operate on a surgeon clear across or a doctor can operate on a
Yes.
patient clear across the
Clear
room,
across the yes.
country.
Country. Not
Better
even
hope
being in the
Wi-Fi
room.
doesn't go down, right?
Well, yeah, I mean that's
Oh my God.
It's like, can you imagine? Well, they have
Homesteading,
generators, I guess.
homesteading.
Yeah. Megan's gonna be Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Seriously, I
I mean,
can't. This is
I don't
scaring the shit out of me.
I don't know if my I don't know what my industry will look like in 10 years, but
I mean, I don't I can tell you now that real estate seems to be one of those things that it's a big investment, and no matter how many times I have the same conversation, like they want a human to
You
walk
need a
them
human to
through
walk
that.
you through this process. It's a
Yeah,
big process that
it is
you
a
yeah,
big
but
people don't know
process.
anything. Yeah, I
but
mean,
it could be it will not could be it will be dramatically different. The
changed.
role will be dramatically different, from the
If you're W-2, yes, but there are these big like Quicken or Rocket or God, what's another one? Sage lending. Like apparently they have warehouses full of like 20 something year old kids. They keep them on the clock for like 12 hours a day. They put like numbers up on big screens and say if they're not hitting that, they basically get called out. They're like napping at work. They're paying them ducats and they're calling, smiling and dialing and basically saying, work with us. You only have to pay our real estate agent 1%. Wouldn't
Yep.
you like a
Re-
subscription to Disney? It's like these are the kinds of things. It's like we need to
What?
band together as like a society and be like,
That
screw
sound.
that.
I don't
Like,
know.
I don't know. Let's get together and, use our local person. But I mean,
Yeah.
I rarely compete with them, knock on wood. I don't know if that's because I'm where I'm at or because I specialize in people that are harder to qualify sometimes, but that is the way that's
Wow.
what's happening
Little
now.
sweatshops, little real
Little
Yeah.
estate
sweatshops.
sweatshops.
I'm like, how can that even be legal? It's
Well,
crazy.
and then think about, I mean, AI is going to take all their job. I mean, all
Yeah,
that
just smiling,
dial,
dialing.
Yeah, dial and say that. I mean, if
they
I
do
can make a
everything.
Kaiser appointment, then you can
Yeah.
answer back and forth questions about, yeah, what are the rates, yada
Yeah,
yada.
true,
AI
true.
can't take my personal training coach job.
Nope,
That's true. Well,
it's
not
true.
yet. Not until we get like life like like
Robot?
robots.
I mean, it actually kind of has already. If you look at like
Well, Peloton and all those
well, not
things.
Peloton because there's actually a person there, but what's the mirror? The mirror system is all AI. Like
Oh, yeah. What is that?
you know what I'm talking about?
What's that called? Yes,
Lululemon
I've
You can like
Boston,
look
and
at
seen
your
then
it. Yes.
form.
and tonal and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if I would. I don't know. I'm not. I haven't.
I mean, it hasn't taken it, but it's definitely like
It's growing.
I think after our generation, a lot of this stuff will become a lot more relevant
and
because
normalized.
our generation and older are the ones that are, first of all, control most of the money currently. So we still get a say in how we're sold
And they
to
still
and
want to deal with
services we're
humans.
providing. Yep, and we still want to deal with humans. After us, millennially, I think
Well, they're
that's-
scared. They
they're
don't even want to
doing-
get on the phone and talk to a human. It freaks
Exactly.
them out. It's giving them like
Exactly.
anxiety.
almost
So
kind
like
of
they're
doing it to themselves.
yeah. So I
I hate to
mean,
say it.
honestly, they would
Yeah.
rather not have to deal with a human, which is again so bizarre. And then
So-
at that point, then what are we doing here? So I'm good.
No, when we're in the old folks' home together, we're going to be taken care of by robots.
Yeah, they're probably nicer than most humans.
Robots are
hopefully.
going to be wiping our ass.
I was gonna say, I mean,
Like-
from some of the care I hear, I'm like,
Yeah, well, I mean,
Maybe it's better.
it might
be.
actually better. I mean, the horror stories that Max went you
Oh
through.
yeah,
oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you hear
Seriously.
about all sorts of crazy,
horrible shit.
horrible stories. People
No.
just do not take care of. Yeah,
That's
so
why we
that
have our
actually might be good.
compound, and then we bring help in.
There you go.
We bring them in, and
Megan
the
they're
Golden
bringing the
Golden
help.
Girls it with the robot, Rosie
Yeah,
the robot.
Rosie the robot, and they've been vetted, and we know they're lovely, and they bake us cookies, and we're fine.
We're in. I'm in. Sounds getting old. Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Robot take care of me. Come get massage my feet. Little shoulder, neck action.
What is that
massage.
noise?
It's
I think
Susan.
it's Susan. Yeah, getting
Okay.
What? Oh my!
The buzzing.
Oh, my phone's blowing up. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
No, I just didn't
Well, we
know
do
what the
have
noise
to.
was.
We do have to wrap it up. For
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. Thank you, ladies. That was fun. I think we'll probably talk more about this as things progress.
Yeah, probably in 6
Mhm.
months we're gonna have new, like new
New
AI
thing.
stuff to talk
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Wait till we talk about the alien stuff next, Megan. That'll freak you out after
we
watch
already
it.
did.
No, we didn't
but
take a deep dive.
we're gonna
Well, the
dive
deep dive,
after
okay.
we watch this movie coming out. later that
Okay.
month.
Done.
But
okay.
yeah, that'll be.
And I shall never go in the water again.
I'm already
Yeah.
scared of sharks.
I'm already terrified of Jaws.
And that's
Aliens,
like,
cherry
yeah.
on top.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm more afraid of the Meg,
Of the what?
the mega shark.
the mega shark, the Meg.
Yeah, if they're coming
Like
up
what's
from the
really
deep.
below the surface.
Yeah, that's why dark water is like, let's just go to the pools. Go to the
80%
pools.
of the ocean hasn't been explored. Who knows?
I know that's so again, that scares me.
Who knows what's down there?
It freaks me out.
It
Freaks me
does.
out.
Yeah, it does. Well, thank you, listeners. As a reminder, please share this podcast with one person you think might enjoy it. And you can hear us every Monday for free on Apple, Spotify, Castbox, and I believe our wonderful producer Hannah is actually starting to put some of this stuff on YouTube. Write us with any questions or topics that you'd like us to talk about at info@thekarenspodcast.com. That's info@thekarenspodcast.com. Susan, you know what to do.
Thank you for listening to the Karens, where we have opinions on everything, but we're experts on nothing.
Love you guys.
Woo-hoo.
See you this
Bye, guys.
weekend
Yeah.
for Live Karens.
I got what you